What is Dental Year? Dental Year is the leading marketing app in dentistry. Created by marketers, this resourceful platform helps your dental practice in a variety of ways. Content inspiration, real-time marketing ideas, tips on ROI with your current methods, fresh resources, and lots more.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to this webinar/buzz podcast episode called 23 Dental Marketing Recommendations for New Patients in 2023. Every year at the beginning of the year, we like to do a video to talk about some fresh trends, topics, tips, and really recommendations that will help your practice stand out in totally unique ways. As everyone listening knows, it's super competitive out there in terms of ranking, in terms of branding, in terms of click-through rates on Google Ads. It's crowded, especially for local dental practices. So these 22 recommendations are based on years of experience combined with what we're seeing today with most offices, what they need most. And we could have, there could be 200 tips and recommendations, right? But we're gonna do 23 today, and we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in, and let's get into it. The first tip is to develop a beautiful website that's focused on conversion rate optimization. This is the key, right? The CRO is the percentage of visitors to your website that actually book an appointment and become a patient. Because at the end of the day, that's so important. That's what matters, right? And just for context, the average CRO for most industries, it could be e-commerce, pizza, hotel, whatever, is 1 to 3%, right? So if you got 100 visitors, 1 to 3 customers, clients, patients, whatever. Seems very low. But if you have some strategery and you do things very stealth mode, maybe it could be 5%, 10%. And just think about it. If you maintain your current spend on marketing and advertising, same amount of traffic, but if all you did was double or increase your CRO rate, it'd be a total game changer. So I'm going to give you just a few recommendations that'll have the greatest impact. First and foremost, focus on the above the fold or header section of your website, right? Those header images that you choose are so important. You really want to have the subjects or subject in these header images. Hopefully it's you or a team member, you and a patient, looking towards the call to action buttons. So let's say if you're a dentist listening, you're sitting on the left screen and you're looking across the screen in an opportunity to your patient. You guys are looking at each other. Well, in between your eye lines, you would then put the call to action button, book my appointment or book my experience. That will in turn direct the attention of your website visitors to your desired call to action. Very important, okay? Besides your CRO and your header images, have rotating images, preferably custom, unique images. Make sure the colors of your website match your overall brand and the vibes you're putting out there, right? Be very strategic about the colors you're choosing, right? If you want to have a nice zen, calm, relaxing atmosphere, maybe purple and some greens or light blues, okay? Invest in beautiful imagery, right? Premium stock images are totally fine, but just make sure at least 50% of the images, hopefully more, on your website are unique in nature. Your practice, your technology, your team, so important, okay? The UX, the user experience of your website, it's easy to navigate, right? When someone lands on your homepage, they know how to learn about financial options or learn more about cosmetic dentistry and how to book an appointment, okay? Really important. Now, the key is always be looking at your Google Analytics, and you want to see where visitors are coming from and where visitors are going, because the data doesn't lie. Just make sure on a monthly basis with your marketing person, marketing team, marketing agency, look at the analytics, figure out, okay, what's our bounce rate? How long are people staying, right? If it's short, are they not staying long? What's the issue? After they come to the homepage, where do they go? Okay. Now, along with those header images on the homepage, make sure you add trust signals to the top of the website. Now, these could be, let's say you're a member of AACD, right? You're an accredited fellow. That logo should be really at the top of the homepage, directly under the header section. If you're a member of the Clear Aligner Association, which seems like a really cool association, make sure to put that in there. If you're looking to do more holistic types of dentistry, if you're a member of the Holistic Dental Association, that's a really strong trust signal for patients that are looking for those types of services. Now, you also want to link to those associations your profile page. So like, let's say you have a profile in AACD, somewhere on the website, on bio or somewhere else, make sure you could a patient could click on that logo and then open up a new window, a pop-up, and go to your profile in AACD, right? Obviously for SEO purposes, you want to make sure that your images are compressed, your videos are compressed, and adding more video on your website, quality video on your website will increase the website duration as well. And that'll be hugely important for increasing your conversion rate optimization. So, the average time spent on a website for any industry is around 15 seconds. For your dental website, it should be at least over 1 minute. We have some websites well over 2 minutes. And so there's a direct correlation between the time spent on a website and the conversion rate optimization, right? Just think about if someone goes to a car dealership, right? If they're there for 5 minutes and then walk out, odds are they didn't buy a car. Well, if they're there for 2.5 hours, they probably bought a car, right? So you want to keep people on the website long because in turn you'll have higher COO rates. Lastly, before we move on, make sure the loading time of your website is super, super fast. Now, if you're not sure if yours is fast, go to gtmetrics.com, that's gtmetrix.com, drop in your domain name and look, or Google has a free tool. Just make sure it's in that B+A range. Now, once in a while, things will get slow, but on a regular basis, you should be in that A range. And if it's not, it's probably hurting your SEO and ranking purposes, okay? There's other tools out there like SEMrush, but you just want to have a regular maintenance report on your website to make sure there's no issues with meta tags and descriptions, cache issues, HTML problems. So there's so many factors for conversion rate optimization, not only the header section, call to action buttons, but also some back-end optimization things. So make sure those are cranking along properly. All right, number 2, publish an ebook, right? We're doing this a lot for some of our clients now. We're crafting an ebook and publishing it for the dental services they really want to attract more patients for. This could be for dental implants, smile makeovers, Invisalign, and other searches, maybe dental sleep apnea. And having this free downloadable ebook on your homepage really establishes you as an expert in the field. It's a great lead generation tool. And also you could print out these copies or get them made through a self-publishing platform like Blurb or anywhere else and give them out to patients at your office. And so you could write this on your own, hire someone to write it for you, or find an agency out there that does ebooks for dental practices specifically, but make sure it's customized for your practice. So add the right images that represent your office, your logo, the doctor's names, all these things. If you're talking about financial options or insurance, make sure that really reflects what you're offering at your practice, because every ebook is going to be different for every practice. Even though a lot of offices do implants, the messaging is going to need to be edited. So make sure you have someone who's a really great, talented writer. So we feel having an ebook is strong. Share that across social media, share it on email newsletters, and it's a really nice differentiator for your dental brand. Tip number 3, create engaging, fun, and unique content for your social media profiles on a daily basis. Yes, I said daily. This is like showering. It needs to be done every day or twice a day, right? We believe that all brands are built on social media, right? Instagram, carousel posts and reels are really huge on there right now. If you're exploring TikTok, great. Use it before it gets banned. Facebook, organic reach is way up. Also, paid ads on Instagram and Facebook are really, really powerful. More so now than ever, because Facebook's really trying to give advertisers ROI on the spend. So make sure you're posting regular content, daily content across your social media platforms. Very interesting what's going on with Twitter now. It should be interesting to see what happens with them long term, but they might be an interesting ad play for you at some point. LinkedIn, organic reach on there is very high. We recommend you choose like the one social media platform that your team loves. Let's say it's Instagram. Probably it is, right? For most dental practices, we'll craft that content for Instagram and then just repurpose it on other platforms, however you deem appropriate. But instead of trying to be okay at 8 different platforms, be incredible at one platform, and choose the one platform your team or your marketing person really feels comfortable using, so there's never any issues with uploading content properly, because that's really a problem. We find a lot of the time doctors or team members have really cool content, they just don't know how to optimize it or upload it properly. So make sure whichever social media platform you're using, you love it and you know the ins and outs. Shameless plug, Dental Year is our mobile app. So if you're, thinking all the time, what do we post? What do we post? Our app, Dental Year, which is now free for all members, users, that's great. You can download it on iOS or Android. It tells you the daily fun holiday, the daily fun food holidays, weekly team exercises. So there's a lot of ideas on there to help with your social media initiatives. All right, number 4, produce your own web-based show. We feel that like every practice should think of themselves as a production company now. You need content, educational-based content. You might even want to hire a full-time director of photography and film high-end broadcast quality content weekly, monthly, or whenever you can. We really feel that most practices, if you have the bandwidth, should have your own show. Now, here's a few web show ideas to produce. We're doing some of these for some of our clients, but here's some general ones you can work on. So one could be Ask the Dentist, right? A Q&A show where patients can submit their dental questions and the dentist answers them on a show. Very easy. Another one could be Dental Tips and Tricks, a show that provides practical advice and information on maintaining good oral health, such as proper brushing and flossing techniques and the importance of regular dental checkups. Another idea could be calling a show Smile Makeovers, right? This is a show that follows patients as they undergo various dental procedures, such as teeth whitening, veneers, and orthodontics to improve their smiles. How about Dental Myth Busters, a show that debunks common misconceptions about oral health and dental procedures? I like that one. How about Behind the Scenes with Our Practice? This could be a show that takes viewers on a tour of your dental office, introduces the team, and basically explains the different types of procedures and technologies you're using. If you're a pediatric office, how about Kids Corner with Our Pediatric Dentist? This is a show that provides dental education for kids, but in an entertaining and interactive way, such as animated videos, games, and storytelling. We're doing a great show for this one of our best buddies in Orange County, Jack. It's called What Would You Do, Doc? And this is a recurring web series where he just answers the question, what would you do if I chip my teeth? What would you do if I want a smile makeover? What would you do if I don't have insurance? All these types of questions, right? Another practice, we're doing a Wednesday Wisdom show. Mike is sending us a Wednesday Wisdom clip. It's only like a minute or two, but it's so great. He sits on the same couch in the reception area every episode with his logo on the wall behind him. We repurpose this on his website, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. It's a powerful initiative because we're guaranteeing a nice new video every week, and we're getting a lot of nice engagement and comments from his patients and followers. So think about doing your own show. If you're not great with video, maybe just audio. Tip number 5, recommendation number 5. It is to build a local link building strategy. For really strong SEO, you want to have quality local links pointing back to your website. So there's like over a couple hundred factors that dictate your search engine optimization rankings. It's called PageRank after Larry Page, one of the co-founders of Google. And basically, this is one of the things that's really never changed since Google was founded years ago. So many other things are updated, but this is a constant because Google thinks like if you have quality local links pointing back to your website, quality ones, not fake ones that are manufactured on fake press releases overseas, but quality local links, you really can't fake that. So that's a trust signal for the algorithm with Google search to say, wow, let's show this website more frequently. One of the factors. So for instance, if you join the Chamber of Commerce, or you're doing sponsorships, or you're donating product to an event, or you're writing a blog post for your friend who's a chiropractor, local magazines, local directories, all these are opportunities to ask or get the link back to your dental website. Your goal should be to get 2 links per week. I'm sorry, 2 links per month. 2 per week would be amazing. 2 per month at your practice should be one of your marketing goals this year. Then you'd have a few dozen local links on your pointing to your website by the end of the year, and that alone will have huge implications in a good way for your website's ranking. Recommendation number 6, use Google AdWords. Listen, until Bing and ChatGPT or something else knocks Google out of the ballpark, it is all about AdWords right now. Besides having great SEO and amazing brand, social media reviews, I do not know of a dental practice in North America that should not be running Google AdWords. You have to do this to reach a larger audience and drive more traffic to your website. Now, key things to focus on when you're setting up your campaign, by the way, you need to work with someone to help you with this. We do not recommend you do your own PPC. You could do a lot of other things, but there are so many intricate details to your campaign, and 1 or 2 wrong settings, it's done. So key things to focus on are the locations, right? I just got off a great call before this recording with a practice that we're talking about locations on the settings for the AdWords. And really, you need to, like, your team, your office really understands what zip codes, what areas you should focus. Whether you're in New York City or a small town in the middle of nowhere, you need to work with who's ever managing your pay-per-click to really understand where your patients are realistically coming from, okay? Focus on the keywords, phrase matches, your ad copy, extensions, budgeting, and all these things are important with Google AdWords. But most importantly, make sure you sync them with your Google Analytics so you can look at the data and insights and go, okay, wow, X amount of percentage of our traffic's coming from paid versus organic. Then you can track new patient flow, conversion rate optimization, and then hopefully you look at your spend if it's being done properly, and you look at your new patients and you're like, let's spend more, let's expand our radius, let's go for more searches. Really powerful stuff. Google AdWords, no brainer, if they're being done properly. Number 7, host in-office events or seminars, right? We love doing these for offices. We have some clients doing monthly events, either on dental sleep apnea, dental implants, smile makeovers. We prefer Saturday mornings, 10 to 11, but some offices don't want to deal with that on the weekends. So some of them are doing them Thursday during lunch or Thursday evenings. It's just an hour, it's a free event. You can market these on Eventbrite or just do a simple Facebook event and invite everyone. So in-office seminars are really great, especially if you're going for higher end cosmetic services. It's a nice way to get some foot in the door techniques with potential new patients who are kind of on the fence about who they should go to because they don't know the team or feel comfortable. This is a great idea. Also, Invisalign days are really, really powerful. You could offer specials and promotions if they start on that day. And having Invisalign days is super strong because you could reach out to everyone in your system who was interested in Invisalign over the years but didn't start. And this is a great opportunity for you to say, listen, we're having an Invisalign day next month. If you come in, you get $500 off, or you're entered into a drawing to win a free TV, whatever it is. Invisalign days are great. And we did a podcast recently on Invisalign Day tips. So there's a few episodes back if you want to check that out. But highly recommend you start doing in-office events or seminars at your practice. This will really establish you as a leader from a clinical standpoint and help you meet a lot more people that may otherwise have not come to your office. Number 8, use video testimonials to build trust and credibility with potential patients. This is without question the ultimate form of social proof. Video, video, video. As we always talk about, Google owns YouTube. YouTube's the 2nd largest search engine in the world, and video is considered the heaviest form of multimedia content. Having Google reviews is great. Facebook feedback, handwritten thank you notes is great, but the video testimonial is exponentially greater. And we always used to say, make sure you film this at the office, in an operatory, so the thumbnails really, it's a dental practice. There might be some patients who you ask them to do a video testimonial, they just don't feel comfortable doing it right there. Fine. Excuse me, as long as you get the patient release form signed, they can do it on their own. We just got one a couple of days from a patient in a practice. They did it at their house. It looked great. It's just as powerful. So however you get these video testimonials, that's up to you, but make sure to focus on video testimonials. We recommend your goal should be 2 per month, 2 video testimonials per month. As I mentioned, make sure to get the patient release form signed. Only use first names, not last names. And for these, we recommend holding the mobile phone sideways, not vertical, because then you can upload it to YouTube and there's no border on the side. Okay? Video, video, video. Alrighty. Number 9, leverage the power of ChatGPT for content ideas and strategies. Listen, I don't know if you've heard of ChatGPT yet. I'm sure most of you have. It's incredible. This is from OpenAI. This is basically the first time the public's ever had access to artificial intelligence like this. It is extraordinary. We've been incorporating it on our strategy calls with clients recently for content ideas, blog post ideas. Today we were on a call. We were talking about, we were talking about the what would you do doc, and we wanted just more fresh questions to ask the doctor. And so it spit out a lot of ideas in terms of questions that patients ask dentists. It's just a great tool. If you haven't heard about it, I'm sure you have already by the time you're listening to this. But if not, look up ChatGPT. It's a game changer. And we recommend, AI is going to change not just dentistry, but every field in the world. Hopefully more for the good than bad, but lean into this and leverage it for your creativity and content ideas whenever needed. Number 10, use Google My Business and other online directories to improve your visibility and reach local patients. So for our clients, weekly postings on Google My Business, that's what we do. We recommend you touch your Google My Business on a regular basis. If you can't do weekly, do monthly if you're doing this on your own. Make sure your hours are correct. Make sure the links are correct. Make sure you're adding the services and descriptions of your office. You really want to make sure your Google GMB listing is fully optimized, right? And also another directory that we're really seeing some exciting things with is Nextdoor. It's a platform for the neighborhood, and some offices that are like the leader in the area for dental practices, it's like their number one source of new patients now. So perhaps in your area, if it's popular, look into Nextdoor. And we're doing some advertising for clients right now, Nextdoor as well. It's awesome. Love Nextdoor. Number 11, create a trackable referral program to reward and retain your current patients. So you want to have a referral program in place, but also you want to track what's working, kind of like your own Viva cards, and also add a refer a friend page to your website. So that's a no-brainer. And lastly, with this whole referring of patients, you want to get more referrals, obviously, as much as possible. Everyone should have a sign in your reception area, a nice little sign that says, we so appreciate your recommendations. Our greatest patients are always referred from our existing patients. Right? So allow us to treat your friends and family the way we would treat our family. Whatever verbiage you want on there, make sure to have a sign in your reception area, because when people are checking in or checking out, they're obviously going to be like, you know what? I got to refer you guys to more people. I love you so much. Number 12, please make sure you don't have any unintentional access to care problems. Okay? You need to check all your funnels, appointment openings, etc. Listen, it's obvious now. There's some hiring of team member problems, whether it's front desk, assistants, hygienists, we get it. But you want to make sure you don't have this kind of blockage of new patient bookings, right? Especially if you're using online scheduling, make sure to check that every once in a while. Because the last thing you want is for there to be no openings for someone to book, and you're thinking, why isn't the phone ringing, right? Think about a restaurant, right? People are trying to get in Saturday night at 8. If for some reason they didn't make the tables available, no one could book empty restaurant. It's obvious, but we're unfortunately seeing a lot of unintentional access to care problems. Now, if you are using online scheduling, which we highly recommend, and we'll talk about in a minute, make sure you're really strategic in terms of the openings and in the availability for new patients. We have found like 8 in the morning and 2 p.m. are really good slots or around there. So just make sure you have some flexibility and creativity when you're trying to get new patients to book, because the last thing you want to do is have like your contact form on your website broken, right? That's an unintentional access to care problem. Someone sends a message to your dental website and you don't get it. That's not good. So unfortunately, a lot of offices think their contact forms are working because they're getting emails. That doesn't matter. Contact forms through websites are formatted differently. So there's all these little hiccups that could happen on WordPress websites or any website for that matter. Maybe you're not checking your DMs at Instagram, whatever it is. You want to make sure all funnels and all openings and all phone lines are working properly so you have zero access to cure problems. Number 13, support your local businesses and network with other professionals in the community because this will generate more referral business. Now, this could be the Chamber of Commerce or BNI groups, but supporting the local community is so strong, especially through like food posts and content posts, right? This week is like National Pizza Week. So if you're ordering a pizza, listen, I mean, don't do Domino's, like order it from like a local pizzeria. Support the local businesses. Get content from there, tag and mention them on social media, say thank you so much for the great pizza, right? And also go and join your local Chamber of Commerce, support the local community. Maybe have someone from your team go to those Friday morning breakfast networking sessions with BNI groups. There are so many interesting, unique opportunities for all offices around the country, around the North America, around the world probably. Take advantage of these because a lot of people aren't. And you would be surprised, even in big cities, if you go to the Chamber of Commerce website directory and search dentist, sometimes there's literally 0 members who are dentists in like cities with a couple million people. It's crazy. So pay them $500 a year just for the link back to your website. It's worth the SEO juice. But then you get to go to the networking functions and really get some opportunities. Additionally, we have some clients running email newsletters through Chamber of Commerce's, having breakfast meetings at their office, having wine mixers at their office. Chamber of Commerce groups are really strong, and the good ones are amazing at supporting their own businesses, their members. So please look into this. All right, number 14, use video marketing to showcase your dental practice and team, and to provide valuable information to potential patients. This is different than the patient testimonials. Excuse me, this is different than the web show idea. You should be leveraging video content, hopefully a weekly piece of content. For instance, to add new video embeds to your dental website. So go through your dental website. Every one of your services pages should hopefully have its own unique video. Porcelain veneers, boom, give me 3 minutes talking about porcelain veneers. Same day crowns, give me a couple minutes talking about CEREC, right? Invisalign, your website will rank higher. Your website duration time spent on the website will go through the roof, and you'll also get a tremendous amount of new patients because you'll have video content on your website. Video is considered the heaviest form of multimedia content, which I just said. So having to spread across your website's huge, and then you're gonna repurpose this content on social media, email newsletters. There's some amazing AI video creation platforms out there right now that we're using where you could put like a 5-minute video into this platform and it'll output like 10 or 15 micro content pieces for Instagram, right? So once you have the great long form content, could be an hour piece of content, you could recreate that into dozens and dozens and dozens of other micro content pieces to be repurposed across other platforms. Number 15, invest in professional photography or gear to showcase your smile gallery. Your smile gallery is so key, and using stock images for your smile gallery or grab them from some association, I guess it's okay, but who wants to be okay? If you're doing cosmetic dentistry and smile makeovers, have an amazing smile gallery. Now, we recommend sets of 4. Close-up of the teeth and before and after, and a full face before and after. Also, you want to lay these out vertically on the smile gallery. So this will encourage people to scroll down more of the website instead of all side to side. You want to have sets of 4 vertical orientation. So people keep scrolling down. On there, you could have a description of the services that these pictures represent, and perhaps a little blurb or a snippet of their testimonial of your practice. Now, make sure when you're capturing this content, your practice, you always want to get the before because you can never go back and get the before, but invest in like the right camera or the right lighting. So when you're taking these pictures over the years and years and years you'll be practicing, you have dozens and dozens and dozens of beautiful sets of 4 before and after picture. This is such incredible content for you, not only for your website and social media, but maybe you want to have a patient wall of fame at your practice, perhaps a lookbook. Maybe you use them on billboards or local television. You could leverage this content in so many ways, and before and after pictures are a game changer. You're providing beautiful, healthy smiles. You need to have a strong smile gallery. Number 16, use Instagramification in your dental practice for patient-generated content. So Instagramification, you ever go to like a sexy wine bar or a restaurant or a hotel, and there's like a neon sign on the wall that says, you know, all you need is pizza and love if it's a pizza place, and like there's a booth in front of it. Like there's ways to strategize. So, and restaurants are doing it amazingly well now, cool hotels and wine bars, where they get so much free content every day and every night from their patrons because they're all taking pictures for TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. And the way to do this at your practice, it depends, but we like a smile quote. Neon's making a comeback. I get it. Not all offices, you know, it's not, you're not going to have neon. Maybe you want to have a local artist make a really beautiful smile quote for your wall with the same colors as your logo. Anything. There's so many different ways to do this. There was a great article in the Boston Globe a few months ago that said, is your dentist Instagrammable? You should look this up. And it was about 10 dental on the East Coast. And it talks about how like all of their locations are Instagrammable because, you know, quotes on the mirrors in the bathroom. And it's just a really cool design and vibe. So every practice should have some type of area where it's not a selfie station. It shouldn't be, you shouldn't have to write on the floor, take picture here. But for anyone who's into social media, they should know to stand or sit in front of this and say, can you take a picture of me, right? Because you're putting out good vibes with these smile quotes and it's really helpful. And they'll check in at your practice. So having Instagramification at your dental office is great for patient-generated content and also scalable, free word-of-mouth marketing. Alrighty, cranking along. Number 17, offer dental membership plans for your patients. No brainer, especially in kind of a weird economy, right? How nice would it be to have like a few hundred members in your system? Boom, 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 guaranteed revenue for your practice. The patient's happy because they come in a couple times a year for visits, for cleanings. They get discounts on services. So membership plans are great. Now, if you look at all the publicly traded companies in a normal economy, most of the publicly traded companies with built-in membership plans have a greater valuation. So cut to your dental practice. When you sell your practice in 30 years, let's say you have 800 dental members in your system. Which practice is going to have a higher valuation? The one with all those members or the one without? Clearly the one with. So not only are membership plans great for generating revenue today and for years, but increasing your practice valuation will be a game changer if you implement dental membership plans properly. Now, the key word there is if, right? If you're trying to do this manually and on your own, you might bottleneck at like 25 or 30 patients because it's always hard to do this manually. So we highly recommend you implement the best software and solutions for this type of service. We love Clear, K-L-E-E-R, Clear. It's amazing. A lot of our clients use this platform. It's easy to use. Your front desk will love it. It's easy to onboard patients. They have a lot of new, they just released some analytics things and payment processing to make it easier. Clear is a no-brainer. It's a game changer. They also provide you with a lot of in-office marketing materials, brochures. You would have a slug, a URL from your website directing people to your Clear page to sign up. So however you're doing memberships, also leverage the power of video content. So do a video talking about this new financial option you have at your practice. You're offering memberships. You know, a team member or someone to do this and have that on your website, your membership page, share that on social media, and promoting your dental membership plans could be a huge, huge win for you moving forward. All right, number 18. Number 18 is discover your chocolate chip cookie. Yes. You know how you go to the DoubleTree hotels and they give out your free chocolate chip cookies? I mean, it's so great. It's a sweet idea, right? So what are your patients talking about? What is it? Is it aromatherapy? Is it the music? Is it the vibe? Is it the team? Is it the VR Oculus Rift you have, they could use where they're sitting in the chair. What are your patients talking about? This should have been number one, to be honest with you, because if you provide incredible, memorable patient experiences for your patients, you'll have scalable word of mouth marketing for years to come. Your existing patients will become ambassadors for your practice. They'll write the review. They'll do the video testimonial. They'll follow you on social media, all these things. So discover your chocolate chip cookie. As a team, figure out what could you do differently, and also brainstorm, what are some of your favorite businesses? What's your favorite hotel anywhere in the world that you went to? Restaurant. What stores do you love going to? Copy genius, right? Do you like a certain store because the aromatherapy they have? Do you like a certain restaurant because of the vibe of the wait staff there and how they treat the approach the table and the conversation? All these things. Hotels, right? I mean, the AC hotels, I think it's genius. They give out, so late at night before you go in the elevator, there's little sachets of aromatherapy they give away. It's unbelievable. It costs them pennies to do it, and it's so nice. Right? So find inspiration from your favorite businesses, and we like to say, copy genius. Number 19, always have a social media contest running. Don't just do these quarterly or annually, have one running all the time, right? So as soon as one ends, think about the next one and launch it. It's always fun to have a contest running. So some of our favorite social media contests are guessing names. So that brushing teddy bear that brushes his teeth for 2 minutes, or her teeth for 2 minutes. You could take a picture or video of that and say, what should we name our new furry friend? The name with the most likes, wins the prize. How many tooth quadrants or how many floss dispensers are in this glass jar? So you put dozens and dozens and dozens of floss dispensers in a glass jar. Make sure the picture you take, we can see your office and logo in the background. Boost and promote that on social media for a month, and the guess who's closest wins the prize. We like the travel brush and win contest, where you ask people to take a picture or a video of themselves brushing their teeth on vacation, and basically the one with the most votes, or the one that you vote on, wins a prize. So social media contests are fun, they're engaging, you get a lot more organic reach across all platforms. So we recommend doing these continuously, seasonally, and it'll be really great. Number 20, consider focusing on Bing for more visibility. Now, if you would have told me 3 months ago I would have had Bing on my tips for you today, I would have laughed out loud. The reason I'm mentioning Bing is this, and this alone. Microsoft owns 49% of OpenAI, which is what GPT is, who owns ChatGPT. Microsoft, rumors has it, where they're going to implement ChatGPT into their search engine. What my prediction, if that happens, not if, but when it happens, because they just invested $10 billion, like I stated, Google will be slowly on the decline. Now, clearly Google has DeepMind and they're having their own AI and they're genius and a lot of very powerful, but ChatGPT is so incredible out of the gates in terms of text and copy, where if it's implemented quickly and done properly by Microsoft from Bing, I see it scaling really fast. So we're starting to do this for our websites, our clients' websites, is just make sure you're fully optimized on Bing. You're registered with Bing, webmaster tools. It's crawling your website, and just have it on the back burner, or bring it to the front burner right now, where not just Google, start trying to rank for Bing as well. Now, do you want to start running ads on Bing? It might be a little premature, but if you're super risk taker and want to budget a little bit this month or next month for it to see how it performs, why not do it? But I do predict, slowly but surely, there will be a gradual change in search. And not just between Google and Bing. There are a lot of other emerging platforms out there with AI. A lot of people for many, many years have been trying to dethrone Google. And now with the power of AI, machine learning, and basically, I don't want to say unlimited computing power, but close to it for the general public, people, it's going to be very exciting what happens here. So just stay ahead of the trends. Number 21, leverage online appointment scheduling for easy bookings. This is a no-brainer. I cannot imagine a restaurant today not using OpenTable or Resy for their reservation. I mean, it doesn't exist. right? So with your practice, you basically have to offer online booking right now. Now, yes, I understand you do block booking, or the front desk has had systems over the years. I get it. Nothing is perfect, but your patients want this. The public wants this, right? So you could still offer the phone call or text you or send a message to book. But for the people that want to book online right now, book it, allow them. Statistics show that something around 40% of people that use a scheduling widget do it after hours. So that means in the evenings or on the weekends or early morning when you're closed and no one's there to answer the phone or a message, you're going to get bookings as opposed to missed inquiries. It's a no-brainer. We highly recommend it. And just like I stated earlier, with using the right platform is so important, using the right platform for online scheduling is so important. We love NexHealth. It's an incredible platform, stealth mode software, incredible support and team. And not only does NexHealth have the best online scheduling feature, they also have online forms and patient reminders and all these things. Now, if you're doing scheduling, you definitely want to do online forms. And having patients fill out the online forms before they come in is really a nice hack, not only to save time, but also to see who's coming in for sure, right? Because one of the hesitations with online scheduling is maybe they book and don't show up. Well, you know, if a patient didn't even open up that online form, email, or text, could be a red flag. If they open it up and filled it out 4 days before the patient, well, they probably got straight A's in school and they're probably coming in for the appointment. So if you are implementing online scheduling, make sure to do online forms as well. And once again, NexHealth is the clear-cut, no-brainer of a decision to go with your scheduling option. Number 22, consider running YouTube ads with your most powerful video content. So video, we talked about the importance. Once you have some super strong content, all you need is one really strong video. Run YouTube ads. This is more of a general branding play, but it'll be under your same Google AdWords dashboard. YouTube ads, huge amount of reach and engagement with the right type of ad sets. You'll get the right views, target to certain demographics in certain areas, certain interests. Excuse me. So there's a lot of power with YouTube advertising. I understand a lot of offices can't do local television or streaming right now, but YouTube advertising is awesome. And if you have the right video content, we highly recommend you consider running YouTube advertising moving forward. And number 23, why not work with some local influencers, your micro influencers or local celebrities in your community? Right, excuse me. So a lot of your patients have really, really strong followings on TikTok or Instagram. So you should be aware of these patients that do. And as long as you're following strict HIPAA rules and certain kickback rules, and you do this the right way, having influencers post at your practice or post after they get a cleaning or a smile makeover could be really, really great for brand building in your community. So stay on the lookout for not only patients, but other people in your community that you can work with and strategize together, right? Just because copy genius, right? Look at the biggest brands of the world, how they're hiring A-list celebrities and athletes. Now, when it's done right, that's super, super strong for that brand or that product. On a smaller level, for local businesses, dental practices, working with the right local influencers and micro influencers and local celebrities is awesome. So those are your 23 tips. I got a bonus tip for you because I'm reading this great, I'm always reading books, right? I love reading nonfiction books, business books, books on creativity, idea flows. Anyway, I got a hack for you that I've been working on, this book gave me recently. And basically so you're always coming up with these ideas for marketing your dental practice or practice management or whatever it is for your business. And sometimes, I don't know what your filing system is for your idea flow, but if you have a notes app on your phone or you send yourself an email, at least for me personally, it's not a great system. So carrying a pen and a paper literally everywhere with you and always documenting and writing down your ideas right away when you get it is a game changer. It's so important. And I just wanted to share this with you because it's new year, new ideas, and this is a bonus to 24. And so carry a pen and paper. You go to the gym, right? You're going out for coffee, you're going for a walk around the block. Carry the pen and paper with you. Write it down, and then in the evening, you'll have your own process to either, cross off the list or send yourself a note, put it in your CRM, or have some type of organizing process. That's up to you. But just having the pen and paper is such an amazing hack. I just wanted to share that with you because, you might have some ideas from this podcast or reading a book or, whatever it is, going to Lululemon, right, with their bags. So there's all these ideas we have every day to grow the business and with marketing, and just write these ideas down, share it with your team, and this will help you record it, remember it, and implement it. And if you do that, you'll have way more dental marketing success moving forward. So, all right, big thanks to everyone for tuning in to 23 dental marketing recommendations for new patients in 2023. Wishing everyone an incredible year that's filled with smiles. And if you follow some or all of these recommendations, you'll without question be a wizard of buzz and have huge marketing success this year. Last note, remember to download the Dental Year mobile app. It's free now with downloads available on iOS and Android. And if you have any questions about these recommendations or anything else regarding our dental marketing services at Dentainment, feel free to send me an email, brad@Dentainment, or you can book a complimentary digital footprint consultation. If you go to dentainment.com, we set up a 45-minute complimentary digital footprint consultation, and we talk about your unique specific marketing opportunities and needs to see if there's a fit. And if not, we'll just give you recommendations and you can roll with those. So thanks again, and have a wonderful day that's filled with smiles.
If you're looking for more reach, engagement, and conversion with your dental practice marketing, download the Dental Year app today.